Okay, it took me a little bit longer than I thought to get this one up, but as promised, here is the second version. Actually, this is the third version, but the second one I've done a video of the Neighborhood Watch Batman. As you can see, the first thing that's noticeable on this one, the client that I painted this one for asked if we could go with a different shield on the chest. So I took the shield as it was originally sculpted off and resculpted a new one. Actually, it's raised off the surface just a little bit, and since it was black, he wanted to go with black and gray on everything on this particular one. And as the job progressed, we decided to go with kind of a more sinister look. Previously, on the black and gray versions that I've done the utility belt and pouches in a dark brown leather, but this one went with black to continue that dark sinister theme that we started out with the modified chest shield. So just give you a quick spin around here and go from there. If you've seen the other video, you know that this is based on the art of Joe Madura. Again, this is basically a match of the reference art. One thing I have noticed, I've noticed some guys that build this, they don't look at the art that closely because they put the ears on backwards. You'll notice that the ears have a slight curvature towards the front of his head. And I've seen several build-ups, and maybe they're not familiar with the reference art, but they have the ears on the opposite side, so they actually point towards the back of his head. You know, nothing wrong with it, but just a different look. As you can see, with a black cape, you have to actually shade with a light gray. And instead of shading in the folds, you shade the highlights, so to bring the highlights out to emphasize them just a little bit. As you can see, this one I did remember to put the spikes or the prongs on his left gauntlet or left glove. And again, did the chrome finish on the edges of the Batarang. I thought it kind of makes it look like it's sharpened a little bit, like a polished metal. One other thing I tried on this after talking to the client is to actually do a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. We'll see if the phone picks up on that or not. No, it's not focusing. I apologize. I was getting it to focus on close-ups earlier, but it won't do it right now, so that's too bright there, so we'll turn that back off. But anyway, take my word for it, there's a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow painted on his face. So again, here we are with the second version that I've posted of the Neighborhood Watch Batman. This one a little bit more of a dark and brooding style.